Hi, this is Jeremiah, and I have Louise Chabros, our trainer with ENS.
Hi.
And what we're going to be doing is going through a little bit of how to do search engine optimization today.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to switch over to kind of a 2D view here so everybody can see our monitor. And I want to start with talking a little bit about some of the websites that we've taken up to the top of the search engines. I can think of a couple off the top of my head. Can you think of one?
One maybe Frances Lipman.
Frances Lipman, okay. I know she wanted the top of photographer for Victoria. Okay, so you go photographer Victoria, and what you'll find is the top organic is franceslipman.com.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. So there it is right there. Now, what we're going to do is go into Frances Lipman's website,
Okay.
and we're going to walk through exactly how she got to the top of photographer Victoria. So here's her website, and down at the bottom it should have powered by ENS. And all she does during the day is she clicks, logs in. Let's get into here. And once she's into the editable side of her website, you want to follow through from here, Louise?
Yes. She goes up to the page properties on the top right-hand side, clicks on that.
And what comes up next is basically an area where every single page, our client can put in the page title, comma-separated words, and
A paragraph that they can pull directly off that page, or that they can make up that says what that page is about. So when the search engines pick it up, there's that brief description there in the Google search or whatever the search engine is, describing what that page is about, helping people identify, yes, this is a website I really want to go to, instead of an erroneous one that really has nothing to do with what they're looking for.
Gotcha. So very quickly, page title, comma separated words and one paragraph description. I just want to talk a little bit about that, about how they kind of interrelate with each other. And I'm gonna start off on that one because I kind of know this stuff better.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep,
Okay.
you bet.
So page title. What you want to do is have a page title that relates to the keywords that you're looking for. So for in this example, let's look up on the big screen here. She has Victoria Photographer BC, and then she has a longer description after that, Frances Lipman. So right in the page title is Photographer Victoria BC, and then a little bit more about the page itself. Now, under comma separated words, you're going to find that she has a ton of different things in here. She has wedding photographer Victoria BC, and each thing has a comma afterwards. Our own experience is that if somebody's putting in keywords, they need to be quite descriptive to exactly what they're looking for. So somebody needs to sit down and think about exactly what they want, in this case photographer Victoria. And
Her specialties, wedding.
wedding photography.
Yes.
So she put in weddings BC as well.
Correct.
Weddings Victoria.
Yes.
Okay. And one paragraph description down below. Here's the best way to think of a one paragraph description. It's like you're walking into the library and you're pulling out the old Rolodex cards that you would have a short description about what a book is about.
Yes.
And in this case, what you want to be very explicit about is making sure that there's content in the actual page that relates to the one paragraph description.
Correct.
So in this case, she has Frances Lipman, professional photographer located in Victoria, BC. Wedding, family, business photography, art, and stock.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now here's the interesting part about this. As I'm going into different pages, so here I'm now going from the home page to bio and awards about Frances. If I go to page properties again, I'm going to find that she now has page title Francis Littman, professional photographer, and a lot of the same comma separated words, and in this case even the one paragraph description is very much the same, except she now has, I think, art and stock down at the end there.
Yes.
Now, the way that Google works is it doesn't reference websites. It actually references page by page by page. So in each page, a good thing to do is to kind of mix up.
And have its own unique identity. Because if your descriptions are the same on every page, same keywords, same paragraph description, the search engines also say every page is the same in this website. Thereby, instead of maybe coming up with 10 pages of your website, it may only come up with one page and say, there are other similar pages here.
Gotcha.
There.
Click
So
there.
the more unique you can make every page, the better that is for the search engines.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to start back at the beginning here, just to kind of recap on this video. What you want to do is go to your website, click on the Powered by Edit New, and you're going to come back into the back end of the website, where we have the little yellow buttons where you can change just about everything about the website. You want to click on Page Properties, and under Page Properties you can put in the title of the page, the comma separated words, and a one paragraph description. Now I'm going to go through to end off just a couple of other websites just for proof. It's not just about Francis Littman.
Right.
So let's go to Google and have some fun here. The one that I like is Expedition Ship. You'll find that number one for Expedition Ship globally is Beauport. And what I want you to notice here is that Beauport Ship, their domain name or website name, has nothing to do with Expedition. How they've gotten to the top here, let's have fun with this one. Click on Beauport. And this will be just a recap again, is they click on the logo, put in their password, and as they were building this site out, every single page under Page Properties, they were putting in the title, some comma separated words, which included, of course, in their Expedition Ship.
Yes.
And in the one paragraph description, for every page they're putting in, a paragraph description that was descriptive for that page.
That's right.
Is there anything else you want to add to that?
The one thing you do want to make sure is that you don't put erroneous words in. For example, Beauport Ship has nothing to do with NHL. If they were to put NHL in and the search engines, the spiders came to page saw, NHL is nowhere on this website. That's used against you.
Do you mean NHL, like National Hockey League?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Beauport Ship has nothing to do with the
nothing
NHL.
to do with
Okay.
NHL. So you don't want to use erroneous words. You want to use words that are true to your business, to your website.
In fact, a quick story on that one. We had a weightlifting business in Nanaimo. They spelt Nanaimo N-A-N-I-A-M-O. They spelt it incorrectly. It actually took them about 3 months to have Google re-reference them as being in Nanaimo, not in Nanaimo. Okay? So, yeah, please make sure that you have correct spelling.
Yes.
And that you're not referencing things that don't relate to what you want to be referenced in Google as.
That's right.
Okay. So, as we end off here, I'm going to show one more thing of proof, and that is medical genetics. I love this one. We did a project for University of Calgary, and you'll find that they went from nowhere to actually being at the top for medical genetics.
Yes.
So, how fun is that? So we know it works. If you have any questions, give us a shout. Best number is 250-483-4719, and Louise and I are